Todavía tengo que poner.
Back to square.
Well, maybe Lordship, this is. May I please, Lordship?
Yes.
My Lord, in Nagaland, we have all the Nagaland Contract Association Union, inclusive of everybody, from the lowest to the top. So there are the petitioners here. And they are challenging the NIT dated 25 August, just verbal now. 25 August 2023 on field ground, I'll read out. Now, the exercise has not yet been done. The last date of submission of the bid will be on after tomorrow, 22nd. So this is 90 days. After tomorrow, it will start the exercise. Only NIT has taken place. So therefore, the urgency involved in this case was that before the exercise started, we have come before the Snowball Court Association has come, thinking that at least it will be in the interest of the state as well as all the associate contractors in the state. Now, my Lord, the NIT was issued on 25/8/2023, inviting bidders to participate in all the 40 projects, separate work projects. These 40 separate work projects have been combined together as 16 packages, meaning 40 packages, some are under one package, 5 separate projects being brought together, clubbed together as one package, which had never happened till yesterday. Only this is the first time on the PMGSY, and the PMGS doesn't say so. One. So now today, my Lord, since this is PMGSY, Lordship knows very well about the PMGSY. This is in the past PMGS 1, PMGS 2, PMGS 3. This is PMGS 3, my Lord. And PMGS 1, PMGS 2, more or less the guidelines are same. So on the PMGS 1, PMGS 2, everything that each separate work project had been tendered, had been invited as separate package, because all this fall under different districts. And when there's no road connectivity between the different districts, how it is possible for the first time to invite the bidders to participate, combining 5 projects under one package, combining 3 projects under one package? This is what the association has expressed, Honorable Chief Minister also. And also, after receiving the NIT, the contractors union also have made a sincere attempt by submitting a representation to the chief engineer, responsible 3, who has issued this NIT, expressing our grievances that clubbing together all these separate packages, separate projects under one particular package is not workable, and that is not as per the guideline. So there's certain thing they have also submitted a representation on 6/9/2023, and that representation also still pending with the responsible additional chief engineer PWD. Now, after receiving our representation, we first submitted the chief minister. Chief minister verbally instructed them, you think over which is workable, because it is involved the entire Nagaland Contract Association. So that was not decided yet. So immediately NIT came out. So again, the NIT now association has submitted a detailed representation on 6/9/2023, explaining our grievances. And thereafter, we verbally were informed that series of meetings had been had. And now they are in confusion what to do. So therefore, in my humble submission, since the representation pending and there is principle value, unless that is disposed of by the competent authority, it will amount to violating the principle of nature justice, also one area I spend by. Now, my Lord, I'll take Lordship. Few grounds I have taken. As per PMGSY, particular PMGS 3. The specific guideline is that since this is a centrally sponsored scheme, funded by central government, so therefore, central government, Ministry of Labor, Ministry of Rural Development, Ministry of Rural Development, Ministry of Rural Development had issued the guidelines to be strictly followed by the state or union territories while implementing these projects in their states. And as per the guideline, particularly, I'll just draw, there are several grounds, but just for today.
Have you sir, a copy to the
Definitely.
response number 4?
Yeah, I have said. And
Response number 4.
State is here.
No. Union of India, Ministry of Rural Development. Response number 4.
On day before, when we filed, we served to them. They said, the council said, no, until notice issue, how can I receive? That is what. So actually, in fact, as we have served to them in advance, they have accepted state, but they should also receive. But the council expressed that no, unless you issue a notice, how can I receive?
Okay.
That is the position, my Lord. So, my Lord, today my limited prayer before this court is they are also having a series of consideration, because this involves, suppose I have come before this court for a particular individual contractor, then intention may be different. But in entire contractors, grade 1, grade 2, all I was super contractor, grade 1, everybody. So we are saying, no, how can you club 5 packages, 5 projects under one package? And that will fall under different district. No connectivity, no connection here.
Sir, we don't know. All these are technical.
Yeah,
we are not expertise.
Correct. The only violation here, what I want to show to Lordship.
Let us see the NIT.
My Lord.
Which clauses are you are
page 20, my Lord. Page 20, the NIT first page.
20.
20. NHFP 20.
Okay.
Page 20. May I read, my lord?
Yes.
Dated 25 August 2022. Notice inviting tender. The chief engineer PWD R&D and empowered official NGRRDA Nagaland invites on behalf of Governor of Nagaland item red tenders in electronic tendering system from approved and eligible class 1 contractors registered with Nagaland Public Works Department and PWD for 40 road projects spread across the state, including maintenance for 5 years for construction under PMGSY 3, page 1, 2023-24. The bid document is available online and bid shall be submitted online on website. The bidder would be required to register in the website, which is free of cost. For submission of bids, the bidder is required to have valid digital signature certificate from one of the authorized certified authorities. Critical date summary. 1. Invitation of bid 26/8/23. Pre-bid meeting 12/9/2023. Third, last date for available of bid document 22/9/23. 4. Last day for online submission of bid 22/9/23. My lord, today is 20. So nothing has happened. Then 5. Physical submission of bid security other document as prescribed by the SBD 21/9/23 tomorrow. Then 6. Opening of technical bid 25/9. Then 7. Declaration of eligible or qualified bidder to be is intimated at a later date. 8. Opening of the financial bid to be intimated at a later date. So this is the NIT. Now coming to next page, important part is the next page. This is continuation, my lord. Continuation. May I read, my lord?
Yes.
Notice inviting tender. 1. The chief engineer, PWD R&D and empowered official, Nagaland invites on behalf of Governor of Nagaland item red tenders in electronic tendering system from approved and eligible class 1 contractor registered with Nagaland Public Works Development Department for each of the following works, including maintenance of for 5 years and construction under PMGL 3, page 127. Road serial number. My lord, serial number 1 to 4. Different project 4 different projects had been clubbed together as one package. Package NLP 3/01. Under that package, different 4 projects fall under this package. Is Dimapur District, Dimapur T01 to Kushabil. Next, Dimapur 01 to Gauhati. Dimapur Amaluma to Jutobi. Parent is all different district. Parent is different. Jaluke to Manglama. So all these 4 projects have been clubbed together as one package and advertised. In the past, under PMGOs, nothing had happened like this. This is the first. So also, my lord, next 5, 6, 7, 8. 5, 6, 7 also clubbed together.
It's okay. It's okay.
So this is the thing. Now, therefore, the contractors of all Nagaland said, no, even in 2017, under PMGS 2, 2019, I have a next document. Even in 2017, 19, several PMGS work had been executed in Nagaland. Till today, some firm, some contractor could not complete even one separate project.
Let's notice, no state.
My lord, my lordship will see.
See, we cannot stall it.
Lordship will see.
You are ever quite aware of that. NG project.
I'm aware. My lord, the little problem is, my lord. If the tender committee makes no slight mistake, I understand. Supreme Court has held that. But now, if I'll take lordship to the guideline of the central government.
It's a guideline.
My lord, and this
it's not a law.
Guideline has
it's not a statute or rules.
My lord, one thing, I'll just show lordship attention to page.
See, you are quite well aware that these things, they know better. Employer knows better. The state knows better. Unless you show some manifest arbitrariness.
My lord, yeah, there will be a lot of arbitrary. And number one, my lord, lordship, may kindly bear with me. Just I'll page 39, 39, where the guideline has specifically mentioned that this project had to be routed through district. Finally, it should be state level standing committee, because this is directly funded by the central government. So state level standing committee should finally approve this and scrutinize the workability. Now, therefore, clause 6 of the guideline, state level agencies.
Where it is?
Page 39.
39.
So this is the main violation, page 39.
Yes.
On the top, clause 6.
Still level agency.
That's coming down by 6.4.
Yes.
This is a clear violations of this man. The state level standing committee set up for PM01 would also continue to function for PM02 and 3. The state level standing committee would be headed by chief secretary or additional chief secretary with members of various stakeholders of the program, namely secretaries of the Department of Rural Development, Panchayat, PWD, Forest, Social Welfare, Finance, Revenue, Health, Education, and Transport. So these are the department duly constituted by the guideline under this clause 6. Now, in my case, I have to take a stand that instead of
what this guidelines is called?
My lord, page 27. That is the latest guideline.
PMJSY.
Yes, this is the latest guideline.
Mantri Gram Sarat.
Yes. PMJSY 1, 2 already implemented in this in the country. So this is PMJ 3 in the latest guideline now. My lord will see under PMJSY 1 and 2, cutting should be new cutting of the road to the rural areas. Now PMJ 3 is to improve the existing road, to expand, to improve the road motor so that it reaches to the hospital quickly.
In page 3.
Yes. So all these are now, therefore, when the state government has violated the guideline of PMJSY.
Are you saying that without this committee, there could not have been any NIT?
Yeah, my lord, without it, how can incompetency? Lordship knows very well. Incompetency, question of incompetency come. Nagas are talking about the.
You have mentioned about some high-level committee.
Yes, state high-level.
What is there?
State high-level committee will definitely be inferior to state level. For any other project in the state, lordship knows very well. For any other project, any selection, they always set up high power. But that is contrary to the guideline mentioned in clause 6.4. So when the competency is not there, ultra-virus comes. When they have to use excess power, that is ultra-virus. When they are that both is incompetent, how can the incompetent person also can approve and issue NIT? So therefore, my humble prayer before this morning, that will not cause any problem upon the lordship also. We have seen all this, lordship may kindly see my representation. Last page 69. Because of all these anomalies, because of these lapses and violations, we have so many pieces. Page 69, may I read it? Last page, 69. May I read it, my lord?
Yes.
This is from all Nagaland Contributors Union, dated 6/9 to the Chief Engineer, Road and Bridges, PWD, Nagaland.
Is there any other contractor, outside contractor, apart from the members of this union, who has registered their, registered in the PWD?
Cannot.
Nobody.
No, even NIT is very
So,
clear.
so no prejudice, even if
Nothing.
no stay, if
No
even
one.
no stay is, I mean, no order is passed, staying in NIT, nothing will prejudice
Well,
you.
no, my lord.
Because you are the members
What
who
happened?
who are eligible to participate. If you are not eligible, what's the,
My lord, that
nobody will be there.
the
So
difficult
we'll issue notice,
No,
sir,
my
we'll
lord,
issue notice.
Lordship, we kindly see.
In view of the, see, you say there's a violation of the guideline.
Yes.
Because this, number one, the constitution of the committee, SL, something like that, standing committee. Number two, you said you ought not to have clubbed the different works in one package.
Yes.
These are all technical things. What is the basis of doing that?
That, my
We'll
lord,
see. We'll see.
that is exact thing. What is the
The
basis?
Supreme Court says,
What is the basis?
you know, we cannot, by magnifying glass,
No,
we cannot
that basis we were.
look into the tender.
Lordship may like to know the basis. On what
That too,
basis?
that too, for a
No.
project, for construction of road. You know, the NG project. They have taken, considered all those cases from Tata Cellular to Monte Carlo,
That-
Afcons,
Even the letter, I have seen,
Silpi
I have
Construction,
seen. Lordship.
Michigan Rubber, all it has been considered. Para 21, para 26. It is something, personal view or individual view might not agree to it, but it's by the Honorable Supreme Court. So we'll issue notice.
My lord, Supreme Court, the judgment, we also, I have seen, Supreme Court also said, depend on the facts of each and every.
Yes,
So
yes.
my
On
lord,
the facts of this case,
in this
this
case,
court is of the view that there no is the order for no interim order is called for.
my lord, unless they.
I'll issue notice or I will reject your entry prayer.
My lord, lordship may kindly,
We'll issue notice. We'll see.
as lordship also has said, the lordship has seen, NIT has not taken place. The last date of submission will be only 22nd, today is 20. So now, even if the stay is issued, no prejudice will cause, in other words, my lord.
No,
And now,
other way around, since you are the only contractors who can participate on eligible, if you are not participating, what's there? They have not proceed.
one clause they have inserted, that those who want to participate, they can apply, they will become a register. So supposing.
No, a
Super-
contractor has to be a registered contractor plus one registered contractor registered in the Nagaland PWD.
Correct. So,
If others cannot register,
Even
you are the only the members.
my lord,
What is there?
our apprehension is that exactly, our apprehension.
The
is-
government state will not compel you to participate.
No, our apprehension is
They
that.
may have a different NIT if you are not participating, if there nobody.
Our apprehension is this, my lord. Suppose, still they have time. And somebody can take out. Then someone also from outside, who are called super contractor. They can, because the problem is made later, they can come and register with a Nagaland NPW. So today.
Sir,
tomorrow they come.
let the state to construct road.
That we are for that. The only thing is that since
You are aware, court has to take a suo motu PL also. Because of that only little improvement is there. So you should not. And you being a contractor of the state, you just should not think about your profit and loss. You think about the welfare of the public at large.
I agree.
You should contribute.
I agree.
You are the one of the backbone of the state. For the development of the state, the contractors are one of the backbone,
Very
which we
about,
consider.
I agree.
So we'll issue notice
My
at the
only-
best, nothing.
Lordship, my only limited prayer is at least the representation that is pending before the chief engineer. That's one number 3.
No, we'll issue notice or we'll direct them to consider representation. That's all.
Within,
Should I
within a short,
huh?
within a week, if they can dispose of the representation, so that.
It has to be disposed of within a month, not within a week.
That I have received on 6th September, and as I said, they have also having a series of meeting on this.
No, you are before this court today. Of course, yesterday, since yesterday, not from 6th.
My
You
lord,
should give them, you see that the fair play of joints has to be given to the state also. And
lordship,
it's a
Lord-
development thing. The beneficiary will be the common people, including
I
you,
agreed about that.
you and me.
I agreed about that part. My
So
lord,
at
my-
best, we'll issue notice or we'll dispose of the writ petition with a direction to consider your representation within a month. Whichever you want. I think it's better to issue a notice. We'll hear from them. Obviously, they don't have any instruction today. Do you have anything? I just wanted to know why you are violating the guidelines. Is the guidelines is a frame for violation? They say promises are made to be broken, but it would not apply here. The same analogy. Guidelines are made. Guidelines are made to be complied. Correct. Do you have any instruction that whether the state has constituted as a committee?
No.
Huh?
No.
And what about the clubbing of all the works
Different-
in one package,
different work projects.
work project in the one package?
That I don't
It
have,
was filed here, day for yesterday. You couldn't sort some instruction, oral, verbally also. Huh?
that I don't have now, but let me,
No, I'm saying this was filed day for yesterday, when you were interested, this morning. Huh? It was
this is
listed
the
yesterday
motion
also.
stage, Lord.
Huh? At least you can get the, the reason behind
Correct.
clubbing of different project in one package. That means practically, we're not entering into a, we're not supposed to also, but then we don't have the expertise. But the limited knowledge, it will not be proper when different project in a different district, one contractor, practically it may not be appropriate. And practically it may not be possible.
And I have a next document,
Yes, I've seen it.
2017-19, they haven't implemented.
The difficulty is NG project,
Now by clubbing together 5 projects.
NG
under one
project. In
Why
NG
that-
project, Supreme Court has further said that Section 43 HA of the Specific Relief Act, while dealing with the contract matter, specifically the infrastructure, the project like road construction has to be taken into consideration.
And that is.
So what
clubbing
the
together-
Supreme Court has commanded and held this, that you have to consider, all of us are bound by it. It's binding on all of us. Not
The
only
way-
the court, to you also.
The manner in which they have done is not in public interest today, because they have experience even in the past that they have even for a single project to a single firm, particular firm, they couldn't implement.
Now, I have seen in the Somali state, this is SLC, something, this standing committee is constituted. And there is a, the separate, the NRD or DRD state, something like that.
Yes.
It's considered not to be the part of the government. It's connected with the government, but it is not agency of this rural development government of India. They will function under the rural development government of India, not as a state agency as such.
No.
It's everywhere. Is it there in Nagaland? Guideline requires first this committee, top level headed by chief secretary.
State level.
Second, you have to have a agency will specifically deal with this. Maybe you have just take out from the offices of your department, PW or RW, I don't know.
PW,
But
practical
it
PW.
will have a CEO also, chief executive officer. The agency will be headed by that. And under that, only these things are the PMDSY is being implemented. I don't know about this state.
In Nagaland,
In Nagaland, what he's saying is there's nothing, no committee, no high level committee. How you monitor this? And there's no agency as such.
let me find out your lordship. I'm also not aware.
But the last date is day after tomorrow.
Let me find out your lordship.
Because of this NG project, I'm bound. We'll issue notice. Sir, sorry. All right, we'll see on next day. had Mr.
Ejo,
Ejo, learned counsel for the petitioner. And also had Mr. Moimchen, learned senior government advocate for this. Respondent number 1 to 3.
1, 2, and 3. Yeah, no.
Okay.
Respondent number 4 is the Ministry of Rural Development.
Yes. By filing this writ petition. The petitioners representing the petitioners, the Nagaland Contractors and Suppliers Union claims to represent the members of union, has challenged the NIT number NG-RRDA public P des Roman 3 public tender capital public 2023 2024 public 227-2028 dated 25/8/2023 issued by the chief engineer PWD within bracket RNB bracket clause and empowered officer. There is agency is there. NG-RRDA
PWD has technology
Nagaland.
as agencies.
Kohima. On the ground of violation of the program guidelines within bracket PMJSY dash Roman 3. Laid down by the Government of India, Ministry of Rural Development for implementation of the Pradhan Mantri Gram Sadak Yojana within bracket PMJSY dash Roman 3. And its terms and conditions, which according to the petitioner has abandoned the first and established practice being followed all along in the state of Nagaland. The learned counsel for next para. Learned counsel for the petitioner submits that the state of Nagaland has not constituted any state level standing committee, which is the requirement under the guidelines issued by the Government of India. Which is incomplete, which is a deviation from the requirements of the program guidelines. He further submits that as evident from the NIT dated 25/8/2023. Some of the works, public projects are clubbed together in a single package, states over with different districts which have leave no matter of doubt that such clubbing is opposed to the long-standing practice and procedure, which has been followed since the implementation of PMJSY scheme in the state. Next para. Issue notice returnable within 3 weeks. Since Mr. Moa Imchen, Banner Senior Counsel, appears on behalf of the state respondents, no formal notice need be sent. Our extra copies be furnished to the learned senior government advocate within 2 days. Next para. The learned counsel for the petitioner shall take steps for service of notice upon the respondent number 4 by registered force with AD within 2 days. This after 3 weeks.
Much,
We'll consider on that day.
much good.
But you have to follow the guideline. Guidelines are meant to be followed, not to be deviated or violated.
I'm aware.
And you will, in fact, you will have a problem if you don't follow the guideline about the fund. I don't know how you, by using bulldozer, if you get the fund, it is something different. But unless experience shows that if you don't follow the guideline for a scheme, a centrally sponsored scheme, it's very difficult for the state to get the thing. In the long run, the public at large will suffer. So kindly look into all this. If not immediately constitute, ignore it.
My lord is giving the clue. Much obliged.
You come with the NG project.
Oh, my lord.
This, my lord.
It gives a hard time for the lawyers who do cases in tender matters.
Very good.
You
Much.
must-
Thanks. Much obliged.
Lordship, if I may be allowed to make a mention for a matter to be listed tomorrow.
No. It will be listed. You talk to the, you ask the registry.
I have already spoken with the registrar and then
This is unlisted,
for tomorrow.
All matter.
Not for today.
all matter.
No, my lord, I have filed today.
What is
There-
this? What
there
is this?
Extreme urgency in the case because,
Writ petition.
yes,
Writ petition has to be mentioned here. That's why we have been, we have taken up this matter today.
Lordship, court number 1 is not sitting today.
You talk to him.
Which is why, Lordship, I have also communicated with the registrar and that they asked me to make a mention here.
Huh?
If
You
you
make a mention in the morning. Court number 1.
Lordship, Lordship.
Because there's a practice, all of you know,
Yes, my lord.
the writ petition and all these things are
Yes,
to
Lord.
be mentioned in court number 1.
Court number 1.
Let us not
Because-
upset the practice.
Yes,
You make a mention tomorrow morning.
my lord, my lord. Obliged.